Batman is 25. He can finally rent a car, and insurance on that horrible thing he drives has finally gone down.
Why was there just like a long woman's hair on the table? That's weird.
It's part of the set.
Oh, DC Collectibles also sent us that.
Yeah.
It's a clue to solve the mystery of, I don't know.
Anyway, this show's fantastic. It turned 25 this week. The first episode aired 25 years ago. I believe it was Monday.
Yeah, and that was, the first one was on Leathery Wings, which is about Man-Bat.
Yeah.
Which is also like a very, if you've never heard of Batman before, it's kind of confusing for the first episode to incorporate someone who's like, the main character's name flips sideways,
right.
also terrifying.
Well, Bruce Timm was always a little bummed because the entire first season was run out of order by Fox.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it was not supposed to air in that order.
Huh. Has he ever gone through and rearranged like how it should?
I think if you get like the DVD, like the full season DVD, it's in actual episode order. So it doesn't start with Man-Bat. But yeah, he didn't want to start with that episode.
Yeah, this show also gave us Harley Quinn. It's the first time we've ever seen that character, which is really cool. The cool thing about this is like a lot of people don't realize that the backgrounds and stuff were sort of on black paper and then painted on and drawn on with colors on top of that. So that's why everything sort of got this really grim, awesome look that you don't really see in a lot of shows like this. It was also like, I remember watching this show as a kid and being like, I don't know if I should be allowed to watch this.
Yeah.
Yeah, their guns like shot bullets. And stuff.
The idea of an animated action series that's made for both kids and adults is very normal now, but it's only normal now because of this show. This was like a really groundbreaking show, not just for the tone, not just for the quality of animation like you were talking about, but also just for like, this was the first time we got, I think, a superhero animated series that was not like sell toys first, make a series later.
Yeah.
This was about Batman.
Yeah, and they were winning Emmys left and right for it. They had an incredible cast too. A lot of people don't realize it, but yeah, like Ed Asner voiced. God, what's his name? He's like one of the main like criminals. Not like I think he was. Not like a supervillain, but just like a regular crook. He's in there. Ron Perlman is Clayface.
Which I didn't realize. The animation on Clayface on the show was just bonkers. I loved it.
Yeah, digging through the IMDb page for this, there's like a ton of really cool details in there. Obviously, there's that episode, the Gray Ghost, where Batman teams up with his childhood hero, and he's voiced by Adam West. And when I was a kid, I didn't know who the hell Adam West was. So like, I watched that episode. I'm like, this is nice. This is a cool take on nostalgia. But like, yeah, they got the original Batman to come in and kind of play this part. Apparently, Tim Curry almost voiced the Joker, but instead we got Mark Hamill, who of course became kind of the most iconic, one of the most iconic Jokers. That's really hard to narrow down. They're
it's a back and forth for me between Hamill and Ledger at this point in my life. But yeah.
I mean, Hamill was so good at the Joker that people stopped calling him Luke Skywalker for 15 years to call him the Joker. Like, that just shows how incredible that was. I've seen every episode of the show. I watched every episode of the show while it aired. And I have a younger brother who's 8 years younger than me, and there was one time where my parents were like, we're gonna go to the movies and we're gonna go to the dinner. Can you babysit Eric tonight? And I was like, yeah, sure. And this episode came on that I'd never seen before. First time I'd ever seen it before. And like 5 minutes in, my brother starts throwing up on the carpet. Just pukes everywhere. So I had to run in the other room, get all the and clean up all the floor. Yeah, sorry, I cursed. And clean up the floor and all that. And then I come back in and the episode was over. And I was like,
do you know what episode it was?
No.
You don't remember at all?
No, I think it was one of the ones with one of the marionettes, which I have to go back and watch. Like the ventriloquist dummy stuff.
Right.
Do you guys have a favorite off the top of your head?
The Forgotten. The Forgotten is an episode. This is one thing I love about the show is that it totally they're like weird, goofy episodes, and there's kind of like cartoony moments, but then there's like episodes that are just, if you made them live action, they would be harrowing. The Forgotten, basically Bruce Wayne is volunteering at this homeless shelter, and he notices that these homeless guys turn up missing, and he's like, where are they going? So he goes undercover as a bum, and he puts on all his makeup and stuff.
He does Matches Malone. It's one of the first time we see Matches Malone in the animated series.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
That's his Bruce Wayne's like gangster persona. Yeah.
So he gets whacked over the head, and he gets taken to this like homeless person in concentration camp. But because he got whacked on the head, he has amnesia, and these guys are all like they're working in coal mines, and like the dude running the camp is this like disgusting giant like dude in like a white suit who's just eating like ham hocks left and right, and you're like, make them work, and if they don't work, they get the box, and they get put in like a steel box in the desert, and it's like they're torturing homeless people on Fox Kids. Like, what the hell was this show? And I saw that when I was a kid, and going back and rewatching it, it holds up incredibly well. But
yeah, it was great. It was really like intensely dark.
Yeah.
My two favorites are probably either the the episode where Killer Croc finds a traveling circus and becomes normal.
Oh, dude, that was
because
awesome.
He's traveling around. It's basically Todd Browning's Freaks, but with Killer Croc.
Yeah.
And that was like a really wonderful episode. Or Almost Got Him.
That one's like a perfect episode.
Almost Got Him is where they're all sitting around a table. The whole rogues gallery of Batman villains is like sitting and playing cards and talking about the story of the time they almost got Batman, and it's so good.
That's a great one. Yeah, and it's very dimly lit, and they're just sitting around this poker table. I really liked first of all, I loved all the Clayface episodes, especially like the origin story ones that showed just like how twisted his life had gotten. But I really liked the one where Batman and Robin finally catch, I think it's Two-Face on the show that they retcon to be the killer of like Robin's family.
Yeah, that's the official story.
Is that the official story? Because I know they played with that in the past. But on the show, they find him, and Robin's about to throw him off a cliff and kill him. And Batman comes up, and he was just like, "Don't kill him. Like you're going to become him." And I remember being a child and being like, "No, kill him.
Yeah.
Like he killed your parents." And then Batman comes in and very like reasonably explains like, "Don't. We'll put him in jail," in which he'll break out 1,000 times, but still. And just being like, "Wow, I learned morality from this show," which is a weird thing to learn about a show with like cartoon clown drawings.
Do you guys remember? I think it's Batman in My Basement, where he gets like stung by poisonous birds or something because the penguin's after him. And this like random like nerdy kid brings him in his basement, and he's like, "Oh, I've got to help Batman," and he like winds up like driving the Batmobile around with like a remote control, and he's got to like cure him and stuff. And it's just like that was one of the ones that felt very, very Saturday morning cartoonish, but at the same time, like there's that just weirdly like terrifying responsibility of like, oh, this guy might die. This is like a person's life on your hands. And I don't know, he like teams up with his bully or something. That show had like a ton of heart. So it's all streaming on Amazon Prime if you have that. So check that out. And yeah, there's a
really
reason
hope
that
we get like like 4K remasters for that. Like
that'd be cool.
widescreen.
Yeah. And of course there's the most recent one. They did Batman and Harley Quinn, which has farting Harley Quinn. Or it's fine. You probably just watch the originals. Just watch the older ones because they're very good, and we want more of those. But yeah, like there's a reason we're talking about it 25 years later.
Yeah, it was really groundbreaking.
Holds up really well.
Amazing show.
Now here's a weird. Oh god, do we have the farting? How do we have this? That was like last week. Don't show that. Don't show the fart clip. It's terrible.
Batman. Want more Batman videos? Here's the time we interviewed Anthony Gruber, who does Joker voices. After that, the top 10 Batman animated series episodes of all time. Keep watching IGN for Batman.